fashion way. Oh boy. What's wrong with the computer? You've been doing. Okay, so welcome back to the another episode. Pardon the just a little bit. There you go. Pardon the camera angle, but who cares? So breaking tonight. Not breaking. Breaking this afternoon. We actually had a couple of days ago. We had a volcano eruption. I think it's called Etna. That brings us to a. I believe that. I think this comes into a education, because we gotta talk about weather, and you know how I like educating people. Okay, we're gonna talk about volcanoes. I actually never discussed this, so we're gonna talk about volcanoes. Yeah. Okay, so we all know what volcanoes are. Everything goes up like that. They kind of go up. They have a top. Smoke comes out of it. Lava, a bunch of other stuff comes out of it. Well, what I did not discuss is, there's more because we go in more complex weather. What happens if an ash cloud goes to the ocean? Well, if a volcano, let's say a volcano erupts, smoke comes out, all the ash, and it was like the water. Pretend that's water. Gonna move to the right, or to the left, anywhere. Well, if it's on an island, all the ash is gonna move to the right. Now, what happens when everything moves to the right is because of that moisture, all the scientific stuff, blah 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 blah. An ash cloud turns into a storm. Yes, an actual ash cloud. If you know what an ash cloud is, it's like a giant dusty cloud. Well, that automatically goes to a dust storm. Not dust storm, goes to a storm. To a rainstorm, actually. Scientifically. If you guys did not know that, well, you'll learn something new today. That's more complex weather, which I don't want to go in at the moment. But we will. In the future, if I get 500. Only if we get 500 subscribers, then I'll probably learn more about weather. But at the moment, oh dear, I know I have to back up. I need to back up so I can see the comments. Any comment you will sing? Yes, any comment you will say automatically will appear right here. But keep this in mind. I want to say, always keep this in mind, please, if you ever want me to talk about weather, please, don't state your address. Just at least state your county, your state, or something, but don't state your address. Moving on. Okay, let's talk about Michigan, Lansing, Fowlerville, whatever. Well, we're having a heat wave. Right, you're gonna move. Okay. We're actually having a major heat wave. So, like, that's good. Well, if you want to get that nice hotness of summer, it's great. But yet again, you better not wear a sweatshirt. Don't wear a sweatshirt. Oh, one more thing before we begin. I was just way ahead of the Weather Channel, because the Weather Channel's like a couple days ago. Breaking news, smoke is coming down. Hey, well, guess what? I said that already. I'm ahead of you. I predict things before you guys predict them. Or sometimes they predict them ahead of me, but who cares? Okay. We got a major storm yet again. Next one moving northeast, but yet again keep this in mind. Like the other storm a couple months ago, actually. This if we get lucky, this little part right here is probably gonna come hit us right there. But there's a good chance it won't. So let's say it's a 50-50 chance. Because it's your radar that will tell us. What I just saw on radar number 1, as it gets around right on Lake Michigan, what ice is moving. I want you to stop. Okay, stop. Stop. Okay, yeah, you probably. There. As I was saying, as the storms move northeast, it's going to hit Lake Michigan. Yet again, we're having all that moisture because, remember, of the water cycle. If you don't know what the water cycle is, watch my other videos and explain it. As it hits Lake Michigan, because it's a nice and hot and humid day, the storm's going to expand and grow very big. Now, because of that, it's a good chance that we will get hit. It's a very, very good chance. Now, once it does, we're going to see major storms. We're going to see storm systems. Trust me. Okay. Lansing's forecast. Also check out my website. It's MEWweather.com. Okay. Something's off my computer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, dismiss. Dismiss. Okay. Go all the way down here. These are just your what did I tell you? So, it's the 3rd, 86 degrees, the high will be 86, the low will be 73, which that is pretty much summer temperatures. The 4th, then on the 4th, or should I say tomorrow, you're going to see some rain on the 4th. Everything else will be in the 70s, basically all day, but the 15th and the 14th, no. Yeah, you'll see some good temperatures in the 80s. I don't know if I should be laughing. I don't know if I should be insulted, but I'm laughing, so. Yeah, I'm ready for the summer. Yeah, so I'd say the 4th, rain, 5th, 6th, 7th will be 70 temperatures. That's not bad, but could be better. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, see 70s and 80s. June. June 16th. Okay, 16th. 82 degrees temperature, low be 61, be nice and sunny, partly cloudy outside, which you can see right here. Remember, any predictions are higher. Let me give you an example. Any after 10 days, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After this day, these are all going to probably be wrong because they're all predictions of the past / future weather systems. So anything up the past 10 days is a past and future weather systems. So what they, I would just do, they look at the weather systems in the past, now, present. So what they all do, and they predict the 10 days out. Sometimes they're wrong because weather patterns can shift using the Gulf Stream, water cycle, blah, 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 but that sort of stuff. Yeah. So, yep, nothing too drastic. Here is the, here's the table. Oh, no, what am I doing? Okay. 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 7 p.m. 80 degrees temperatures. And then on the 4th Wednesday, high will be 78, low will be 59 degrees. Now, because of that, around, I don't know, let's say, according to this, 11 a.m. 11 o'clock, I should say. Probably not accurate, but okay. You're going to see some light rain, and then around 3 p.m., you're going to see some very heavy rain going into 4 p.m. That's when things start getting tapered off, not tapered off, but getting very less. Like 60s, 70s, it's going into the 60s now. That's cold. Get a jacket, most likely a coat, possibly an umbrella if it's not thunderstorming. You're going to see some light rain going into the Thursday at 12 a.m. This is part at 12 a.m. will be 65 degrees, nice and cold, 5 a.m. But temperatures will be in the 70s tomorrow, not bad, 75. But at 10 p.m., I know at 10 p.m. you're going to see some temperatures going back in the 60s. Cycle repeats again. But remember, like I said on all my channels, anything up to 10 days is wrong. But hey, it's the 6th, so we got past 10 days. Excuse me. I'm actually hot from outside because I went outside. I'm roasting hot because I have to stand up here. Okay. Let's go back to the radar. Radar, do I just do this? Okay. You don't want to work with me. That's totally fine. I'm just going to find plan B, which is that. Okay. That's for Lansing. Now, my prediction, I think it's true or false, because of this VS storm over here, that's going to move northeast. But like I said, right here, as the storm moves, and it gets big right here. But as it expands, it'll probably hit this part right here. But if it keeps expanding, it's going to hit Lansing. So that will be not good. Not good at all. You got other weather alerts, especially on that volcano called, I think it's called Etna. I believe I have to research that. Mount Etna. Etna, excuse me. Hey, you want to contact the Weather Channel? Well, guess what? Here's my number right here. Yeah, it's not my actual phone number. 872-269-1832 is my number. If you ever want to contact me, my number's right there. Call me on my live stream, but all calls are recorded. Keep that noted. Florida's getting hammered. Nope. Actually, yeah, Florida's definitely getting hammered, especially all these especially all the hurricanes here, because it's not hurricane season. It's humid. Oceans are warming up. Blah. Water cycle. So, yep. When you stop doing that? So, as I was... Problem solved. Okay, as I was saying, before I got interrupted, okay. I'm not doing that on purpose. If you think I'm doing that just for funny, I am not. It's doing it by itself. I'm gonna move my mouse over here. There we go. Okay. As I was saying, we got the Bahamas, like Nassau, which it's a real place. Don't blame me. That's getting hammered. Hammered. We're gonna see some nice, beautiful thunderstorms. That it's gonna be not great for Florida, especially after all, it's hurricane season. It's hurricane season. Welcome to the channel. So the Bahamas, Cuba, mostly the Bahamas and Nassau, they're getting the hammered because the radar, as I was saying, the radar would tell us even more answers because I love the radar personally. Oh, wait, I dropped my pen. Okay, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I think you guys did because you were just watching this live stream. No! So, as I was saying, as the storm moves, it's going to swing around, but like I said, it's going to be kind of like doing this. Swing. But at the same time, the storm's going to get very big and flooded, as you see here. Making this whole entire Florida. I know, don't we all? Yeah, we all love the radar. You see the storm's going to move to the left, kind of do like a circular motion, flooding all of that. That whole entire spot's going to be flooded with rain. Which is great, good and bad. But it's good for the plants, vegetation, whatever. Wildfires, yet again, like I said, I was the already predictor. If you didn't watch my live stream last night, should actually watch my live stream today. Because I was talking about them actually, wildfires, and I was like, hey, guess what? Kinda messed up. Look at that. Like, look at that. Do you see that? Like, look. I don't know if you guys see that, but look right there. Look right here. All of those are wildfires. All the smoke is going to come right down. Or come on right down over here and over there and everywhere. Enough to screw my whole entire board out. It's going to be that much. Well, guess what? They messed up. Great job, Canada. Great job. You messed up. 15,000 times like last year and the year before that, and blah, 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 blah. All the wildfire, all that smoke. Hope you like summer, because if you don't like summer, good and bad. If you like summer, the summer's going to be ruined. If you like summer, your summer's going to be ruined by all that smoke that's going to come right down. Yeah. Congrats. Congrats, Canada. You made it worse for us. Moving on, because I'm not happy, but hey, not my fault. Severe weather. Well, guess what? For Canada, at least they're doing something about it. Especially over here, we got a via air quality warning. Basically means it's not good. It's bad for you. Little particles go in your bloodstream, make blood clots, and if you have respiratory issues. So I want to learn what. I want to say something. Maybe we actually can find it right now. Yep, right here. There's fire right here too. That's fire, bunch of other stuff. But the only way to be sure of this phenomena, we have to look at our via. Where's the wind? I have to look at the hurricane because it tells me the wind. Wait, no. Which tells me the wind again? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting which tells me the wind. I think it's clouds, wind. I mean, the clouds and smoke go the same way because, so if I wait to just watch my radar, we could see where the wind's going using the clouds. Because where the wind is, where the smoke likes to go in the high sky, which clouds like to do. And wind moves smoke and clouds. That's like low and high pressure systems do. So logically, if you watch the radar, it will show us where the clouds are going, which tells us where the smoke is going, because that is logical. But what? Oh dear, no, I don't want that open. Okay, radar. It's moving too fast. So yeah, all the cloud is moving this way. So basically, all the smoke is to move that way. So I'd probably just say it's haze. I just have to agree because, unless you count right here, because if you watch this area, you can see some of the smoke clouds going that way a little bit. So some of the stuff is moving this way. Most of everything is going northeast. My word. But it doesn't mean we can check. Actually, speaking of which, we should probably check our. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting. Not winter weather. We're past winter. Severe weather. See, let's see. Yep, it is. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It is. Because if you look right here, look at that. Air quality. Air quality. So yes, because some of the smoke's coming down over here, moving down here. Now, that makes sense because according to the logical sense, logically, if we're getting air qualities over here and some are going into Michigan, yes, it's probably smoke. There's a good chance because Traverse City, air quality, Petoskey, Air quality, everyone going to Canada. And this is why I say Canada messed up. That's all air quality. All air quality alerts. Every single one. We ruin our summer of respiratory issues. Moving on to Miami. What we got here? We got an aerial flood watch in effect. Which you can always look at that link, which is says link, which you can look that up. I don't feel like doing it. Rainfall. The National Weather Service is going to be pretty bad for them. Like I said, their Florida is going to be it's going to cloud up, like I said, all the rain, which is going to do. Down here, we got some storm down here. We got an aerial flood watch because of that storm. Aerial flood warning. So everything in Kansas, Fort Scott, Topeka, I won't pronounce that, is an aerial flood warning. An aerial flood watch is in effect going down Actually, what? Yeah, okay, here's the radar. Here's what the radar looks like. So, yeah. Going over here, you can see some storms are down south because of the hurricane season. So, that is practical sense. Okay. I don't know if you guys are still there or not, but oh well. What else can we talk about? We can talk about basic. I can talk about a lot of things, but oh, here's wind. Oh, here's wind. No, little wind. Wind, please. If you guys wondering about wildfires, look right here. All that wind, that's a low pressure system. I guess they're powered by a lot of high pressure systems. So oof on that. So moving this way. So yeah, there's some of them. See right here. That's the wind. So any of those little white things you see, it's wind. So what's happening to the wind? All the wind's gonna come down here, kind of move upward. So yes, it is wildfires. It makes also pretty much good sense because all the wind is gonna come down here, goes up, and that includes smoke because smoke travels too much. Like I'm a wind and I'm a bird. I glide through the sky in the following the wind. Yeah, I just made that up. Yeah, love it. I'm gonna actually just wrap it up because I'm like done, almost done. Oh, hurricanes. Okay. A lot of people wondering, what's this? What is that? Okay. That's a disturbance. Disturbance could cause a tropical depression. Part of my turn to a tropical storm. Then typhoon. All this stuff, all of those disturbances can cause a hurricane and / a tropical storm, which it says right here. In fact, if I just do this, disturbance in Atlantic, Pacific. Here it is right here. That's a disturbance. Come over here. There's a disturbance right there. Tropical, non-tropical area, low pressure. Okay. If you ever use msnweather.com, which that's what I'm using, msnweather.com, or if you have any Microsoft Weather, personally, what I type in the URLs is Microsoft Weather or Weather from Microsoft, and just pull up the radar. It'll pull up similar to this, but not quite. So yeah, 10% of tropical depression or tropical storm in the next 2 days, and 10% chance in the next 7 days. So this shall get interesting if we do have a tropical storm in the Atlantic, especially of that low pressure system. Excuse me. But yes, a low pressure system, which the low pressure system means more storms. Because low pressure means storms. And that makes practical sense. Especially over here too. Click on that. This has 0% for developing a tropical depression and tropical storm in the next 2 days, and there's 70% in the next 7 days. I don't know if you guys just saw. Oh no. No, go back. HDMI, please. Excuse me. There we go. As I was saying, I'm just gonna move that like that. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says right here. Next